Boise State has had some recruiting violations by the Ncaa. The former Boise State assistant men's tennis coach and former head coach men's tennis coach committed Ncaa violations when a former assistant coach engaged in a series of impermissible recruiting activities, according to the Division I Committee on Infractions. Due to recruiting violations, the head coach violated head coach responsibility legislation by failing to demonstrate that he monitored his assistant coach. The school, former assistant men's tennis coach, and the enforcement staff agreed that violations occurred when former assistant communicated with and recruited student athletes who were not in the Ncaa transfer portal. His conduct included asking student athletes at other Division I schools to assist him in recruiting prospects to Boise State, personally recruiting prospects to Boise State who were yet not in the transfer portal, and involving Boise State student athletes of recruitment prospects. More specifically, over the course of 2 academic years, the former assistant coach impermissibly communicated with 3 student athletes who were enrolled at other schools in order to gain their assistance with recruiting 4 prospects to Boise State. The former assistant coach contacted them through various means, including by phone, messaging, or social media, and playing video games. Although the former assistant coach was now recruiting those 3 student athletes, none of them were in the transfer portal when he contacted them, making the communication impermissible. And it goes on and on and on, and I'll put the link on this to the description below, but I'm going to go over like the list of penalties. 2 years of probation, a $5,000 fine, 12.5% reduction of official paid visits in the men's tennis program during the 2023-2024 academic year, a 6-week prohibition on unofficial visits in the men's tennis program during next year's 2023-2024 academic year, a 6-week prohibition on off-campus recruiting in the men's tennis program during the same academic year, 2023-2024, a 3-year show cause order for the former assistant men's tennis coach. During that period, any Ncaa member employing him must restrict him from any athletically related duties unless it shows why the restriction should not apply. A 2-game suspension by the former head coach. Any Ncaa school employing him must suspend him for the first 2 men's tennis regular season contests of the 2022, 2023, or 2023-2024 seasons. During that period, he must not participate in any coaching activities, including but not limited to team travel, practice, video study, recruiting, and team meetings. A vacation of all vacating all records in which the student athletes were competed while ineligible. The university must provide a written report containing the contest impacted to the Ncaa media coordination and statistics staff within 14 days of the public release of this decision. So, yeah. You can't contact players when they're not in transfer portal. That's tampering. Good for the Ncaa to say that. And granted, I know it's not a postseason ban, but you don't really want to do that necessarily. But these make sense on the punishments here. Maybe a little bit worse, but I can't see any wrong with it. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens to that program. And I know Jeremiah Dickey, the AD at Boise State, is not going to allow that to happen under his watch. He's not going to allow that to happen again. I can assure you of that. That's from knowing the guy. He won't allow it. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go.